Hello, hello. Okay. Hello, beautiful women, bi men, trans hotties, non-binary bays, and other questioning folk in the back. Welcome to the stream, Finn. Welcome to the stream, Tinjit. By the way, you weren't here last stream, I'm pretty sure, Finn. But, remember that, thing that I said I was going to turn into a comic? That interaction you had with Cheese? I hate how Tay's legs look in that portrait. Yeah, it's pretty bad. But yeah, this is the art. This is the comic that I made. Yeah. But yeah, a bit of news, by the way, Finn. I had to ban Cheese from the stream. He's pretty chill when it's just me. But every time someone new enters the stream, he suddenly has this weird urge to start fucking with them. I wasn't there because I was busy with the wife. Fair enough. I don't know what it is, but he's pretty chill when it's just me and him in chat. But the moment someone else arrives in chat, he has this urge to start fucking with them. Yeah, the thing with Tay is that the thing with Tay is that her arms and legs are not proportional to how her body is. You owe your sister so much money. Unfortunate. But yeah, the thing that pushed Cheese off over the line is when a new person came into the stream, they started asking them if they supported the Nazis. I absolutely... But yeah, that's enough of that. Let us begin drawing Tay. Tewi Inaba, the Imperishable Night. I already have a pose in mind for her. Massive Team Fortress 2 hands. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Okay, so this is the pose that I had in mind for Tay. So props to you for putting up with him for so long. Yeah. One thing I dislike about YouTube, even when I set the latency to be as low as possible and turn off DVR, it still has like maybe 5-10 second delay. That's the one thing that Twitch has over YouTube. And even then, it's only if your internet is fast enough. My internet is not fast enough for that. Will Tay have big incisors? It would make sense. However, that's not the way Jun drew it. So I'm not giving her big incisors. It would make sense considering she's a rabbit, buck teeth and all that, but no, because Jun didn't draw it. I'm not drawing it either. I'm glad you don't stream on Twitch. I got rid of my account after the whole DSMP. What is DSMP? But yeah. This is the pose. Dream SMP. What is Dream SMP? I went to a face chat. I'm sure you did. I wear a mask with a smile for hours at a time. What? I don't get it. If you don't know, don't look it up. Yeah, fair enough. All right. So the legs. The legs would be something like this. The knees. Technically, not. Technically, this isn't a completely accurate foreshortening, but artist foreshortening really is. Artistic foreshortening is rarely accurate. There's the little shit. It is in fact 12:08 a.m. where I am for vacation right now. Gotta sleep. Good night, Finn. Mountain time. Gotcha. But yeah, good night, Finn. Will she be staring at the viewer? What do you think, Tin? It's 11 for me, but I will be staying up until 3 in the morning for this, if I want to. Fair enough. Now, what is Tei's hair? I remember it's short, and it's just short. This is completely formless. This is almost completely formless, so I can do whatever I want with it. Fair enough. One thing that's going to be weird is the fact that she doesn't comb. Yeah, that is the thing that I'm noticing. Actually, the thing that I noticed in Touhou 8 specifically is that most of the characters don't comb. It's as if they're surely lacking in sleep and haven't had the time to actually take care of themselves. I believe we had that conversation when I started drawing Alice, right? Where Alice has the Marisa hair for some reason. Kaguya combs. That's true. Well, Kaguya has someone comb her hair for her. I very much doubt she combs it herself. Now, what is her... It's literally just a pink dress. A fairly loose pink dress. Gotcha. And naturally, it also has frills. Reimu starts combing later on. Okay, so the waist would be around here. So that is where the clothing would gather. And the skirt is wide enough. Would it be wide enough to hide the feet? Do I want to hide the feet? Like, technically, this would completely hide the feet, but I don't want to hide the feet, so make it just very slightly wider. Just very slightly wider. She looks like she's rang one of those doorbells and is looking at the camera. She looks like she's ding-dong ditching. Like the moment you open the door to talk to her, she's suddenly gone. And naturally, it's gonna have the feet. Same dress. Except she got caught this time. No, she didn't get caught. She let herself get caught. She didn't just get caught. She let herself get caught. This is not the face of someone who got caught. Oh my god, this face has such such little gremlin energy. I love. Actually, I have an idea for... Okay, there we go. There we go. There's the gremlin. There it is. Smug aura, exactly. Admittedly, Tei doesn't really have this energy in Imperishable Night. This is definitely pulling from Fanon and from Phantasmagoria Flower View. But you have to admit, it really fits her. Lamasar, welcome to the stream. And Lorenzo says hello, welcome to the stream. Good evening to you, and good afternoon from me. Oh, time zones. It's 1 in the morning for you. I was 1 hour off when I mentioned that to you in DMs. Time is a liar and a coward. Oh wait, no, Lorenzo is the one who said it's 1 in the morning. If this is Tei, imagine Satori. I do wonder, is Satori really that smug? She always seemed pretty stoic in fan material. I'm not able to get to stage 4 consistently enough in Subterranean Animism to be able to actually to actually know for certain if Satori has smug, her sprite has smug energy. Gotcha. I always imagine Satori. She's the best. Very clean. Okay. Given Tei's just a mini boss, do I bump this down all the way to a 5 pixel brush? Make it a full illustration, or do I just make this a colored sketch? Here's something to think about. If I just make this a colored sketch, that gives me more time to actually work on Eirin. Oh. Man, I want to draw now. Please do so. Satoremi. I will once I'm done eating cake. And the frills, naturally. Today was my sister's 16th birthday. Good for her. How was the birthday? It was good. We played hide and seek in the dark. Nice. Did anyone win, or was everyone just lost because it was dark? Each round was different seeker. I don't know who won, but it was fun. Fair enough. In sec, I'm gonna draw in a bit. Good luck, my friend. Okay. The ears are the only thing I'm missing right now. Oh, toes. Toes. I like to imagine Satori is super smug within but doesn't show it externally often. Yeah, that does fit my preconceived notions about Satori. Would Tei have 5 toes? Well, we don't know. She seems to have 5 toes in this. Fun fact, for the longest time, I did not know Tei was pronounced Tei. There's a fucking W in there. Why wouldn't you pronounce it? The story of every Touhou fan, I'm sure. It's because weird phonological drift, a weird phonological drift in Japanese. Tei is old enough that the phonological drift probably didn't happen yet, but when she was alive. Are you making it an animation? It kind of looks like it. No, I'm making art. This is just going to be an illustration. Nice. Thank you. Tei is a real hag. Yeah. I don't doubt that she's probably older than Gensokyo itself. Granted, Gensokyo started in around like the 1800s. Gensokyo was created in the 1800s, so it's not like it would be difficult for a yokai to be older than Gensokyo itself. Still. Gonna draw my OCs. A human-sized virus. Fascinating. So how does that work? How do you be a virus that's human-sized? Are you like a mass of biomass that happens to be infected by the virus? Gensokyo is a product of the Industrial Revolution, indeed. Big shrug at the question of how a human-sized virus exists. Okay, the space between her eyes are a little bit too small. Let's make that a little bit bigger. There we go. His name is Vin. That sounds a little bit too much like my name. I'm suing. Do that in private, Tin Sheet. No, if you're gonna sue each other, do it in private, not in my stream chat. You're confused? Tin Sheet is threatening to have his lawyer beat up your lawyer. In court. That's how it works, right? I'm sure it is. All of the Ace Attorney fanfiction I've read seems to suggest as much. I don't actually read that much Ace Attorney fanfiction. Just one or two posts that happens to appear on my Tumblr dashboard. Does the fisticuffs come before or after the kissing? During the kissing. Anyway, I'm gonna go back to drawing my boy Vin. Good luck, Lorenzo. Have fun. Lamisar says, I see. I'll still be here though. Well, either way, I do hope you have fun. Hearing people say that name jump scares me. Lorenzo or Vin? It's phonetically identical to his name in real life. I mean, Finn was right here just a few minutes ago. Is it just not the same if it starts with an F? Oh, your name is literally just Finn. Is literally just Vin. Gotcha. Are you are you sure you should have disclosed that in a YouTube stream chat? It's Vin, but just spelled differently. It's just the first name. Fair enough. Besides, there aren't any 4chaners here to find my address anymore. I mean, well, there are only 3 concurrent viewers, but if there were more viewers, it would technically still be a problem. Could still be a problem. This persistent cough. I hate it so much. Take a drink. Have you considered not making it a circle? Just make a box? and just make the box curvier after the fact. Like make a box, draw a circle around, draw the circle around the box, and just erase the parts later on. Man, this song makes me a little bit nostalgic. I genuinely didn't expect to actually find a use for this song after I made it. It worked. I'm glad I was able to help. Excuse me. So this is interesting. The most official art I'm seeing of Satori has her with a neutral expression or a mild frown. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That's the reason why when I think of Satori, I think stoic. Even if internally she might not be stoic. Damn, Daniel. Why do you keep lying? Jeez, Kyle, I can't believe you're Daniel and Tim. Well, Daniel, your mom let you have two names? Literally every single person who has Spanish who has Spanish influence in their family. They have like 5 middle names. Names so long that you can't type it all out in the text field of your government website. The big toe on one foot is larger than the big toe on the other foot. Like noticeably larger. Let's fix that. Sketch. This is probably my fastest turnaround time for a sketch. At least for this particular project. Shouldn't the little toes be getting longer as they get closer to the big toe? Not necessarily. Depends on the person's foot. Generally, they do, though. Mine do by a lot. Looking at mine, they don't by that much. It really depends. It depends on the version's foot. Like you know how some people have a middle and ring finger that are the same length? My outer toe is half the length of the inner toe. Damn. My outer toe, looking here, my outer toe is like maybe 2/3, 3/4 the length of the inner toe. Okay. He has black hair. If I was actually smart, I could reasonably play piano with my feet. That it's not just intelligence. That would also require like really good hand-foot coordination. Like I'm coordinated enough with my hands to be able to draw, but not so much with my feet. Okay, pink. This shade of pink, is that correct? It's really pale in that version, but it's about right. This is the same shade of pink that I used for Remilia. Closed-toe shoes actually reduce toe mobility over time. That is also true. I don't really wear shoes that often anymore. Ever since I got this job as a person who draws art for people on the internet, I haven't really needed to go outside and spend a long enough time outside that I would need to wear shoes. Usually I just go outside in flip-flops. Like I go do a grocery run to the nearby market. It's like an hour, 2 hours of walking. Not really enough time that I would need to be wearing shoes for it. Okay, gotta take a look. What color are Tei's eyes? Red! Just like Reisen. Interesting. I'm gonna make it a slightly less bright red compared to Reisen, because Reisen's I'm definitely going to be drawing as if they're glowing. Okay. Lovely. Stops. Colors. Lines. This is just know about her eye color due to all the fan art I look at. Fair enough. For whatever reason, I don't end up seeing that much Tei fan art. Most of the fan art I see are of the playable characters. Like the main playable characters. And let's see. Airbrush. Is this enough? Yeah, this should be good. Yeah. Yeah. Make it a little bit. Add a little bit more blue to that. Drawing Vin's face is so easy. He has a mouth that's curved a bit. Easy to draw. I too am having a surprisingly easy time drawing Tei. She does not have that many features. Her clothing is very simple. Her hair is very simple. I need to also add that pattern. I'll do that afterwards, probably. Gotta love it when character design is easy to draw. Okay, blue. Sure. The Aki sisters are the only siblings with the same color, same hair color though their eye color is different. Really now? Let me think about it. So Shion and Jun obviously don't. The Prism Rivers don't. Yukuma sisters. Touhou 14. Huh. I didn't actually realize. I didn't actually realize Ben and Natsuhashi didn't have the same hair color. I thought they both had brown hair. Whoops. Despite DDC being my favorite game, I still don't remember everything about it. Whoops. I only know this because I find it unrealistic that siblings shared hair color once. Only once. I don't find it that egregious considering how many family members in anime have like different colored hair from each other. What the? Tay feet. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Coconuts 64. Brackets Lum 69. Funny number. Okay, how am I gonna do? It's one of those things who care. I'm one of those who care about randomest things. Fair enough. Oh, come on. Any other part? Oh, that was That is close. That is close to overreaching. Okay then. Okay, let's try that again with a darker color. There we go. Also, the only anime I've watched recently is Azumanga Daioh, so I would not realize the hair thing. Yeah, that's fair. In Azumanga Daioh, most of the characters' hair colors are, in fact, realistic hair colors. Okay, wrong color. It's a bit bright. Okay, anything she's missing? Inside of the eye. Let's see. Loki looks like a woman with from the mouthwashing game. Anya? I know virtually nothing about that mouthwashing game. It got really popular though. Neither do I. I heard Loki looks like a woman, and I wanted to say I agree. So is IN your favorite Touhou? No, it is not. It is double dealing character. Touhou 14. Whoops. Okay, let's add the hard lighting. Lit, unlit. Move that to a new folder and name that lighting. I should get to DDC at some point. I just got in here looking at the drawing and my brain goes neuron activation because you saw Tei? Or because what was the neuron activation? Raisins. I should get Sage's theme goes hard. Raisins. Who doesn't love raisins? Don't quite understand what you're trying to say. It's about right. And darkness, let's make that purple. That works. And the eyes are going to glow, so let's erase that. Also erase the one from... Erase the parts in the lit layer as well. And add a layer mask. I think the stage theme before Sages is way better. I have no opinion on 14 because I've honestly yet to play it. But it seems generally not appreciated by players. It is not appreciated by players because it has probably the worst boss in all of Touhou. That is to say, it has Seija. And it's also not that important to the lore. So the people who are into Touhou for the story don't get that much out of it. Like genuinely, 14.5 story has more of an impact than 14 story. Wait, no, not 14.5. What is 14.5 is impossible spell card, isn't it? Which one was Urban Legend and Limbo? Okay, Urban Legend and Limbo is 14.5. So I guess Impossible Spell Card was 14.8. Or 14.3? Zun and Twilight Frontier make it absolutely infuriating to figure out what number what numbered entry their spin-offs are. Anyways, who is this adorable person you're drawing? On the left side of the screen, you will see a bunch of names. This particular character is Tewi Inaba. It is not Tewi Inaba, even though it's spelled that way. It is Tewi Inaba. She is a rabbit. She is a rabbit girl. She is a... She is a little gremlin who tries to fuck over everyone. It's actually really funny. Why is drawing the leg so hard? She's like my little niece. Yeah, it's like if your little niece was like 1,000 years old. As 1,000 years old and has 1,000 years of experience pranking people. I'm still so proud of this song. I wrote it in like a single afternoon and it's so good. And the flip side, if you spot her, eternal luck. You just have to deal with a little bit of bad luck caused by her directly. Honestly, it kind of feels like she fucks people over to counteract the inadvertent good luck she gives people. Keep an eye on for the rest of my life for spotting her. Good luck. Wait, you wrote this song? Cool. All of the music you've been hearing on this stream thus far is music that I wrote myself. I have like 5 hours of music. I have a goal to bump it up to 6 hours of music during 2023. Thus far, I have managed maybe 10 minutes of music. That's already 1/6 of the way there. Thank you for 80% of the luck. Red, can you help me? What is the issue? You bump into Tei for luck and then bump into Shion for bad luck. Any tips for drawing legs from the front view? Well, let me think about this. So a character is like this is the head, this is the chest, these are the hips. Your legs should be about the length of the torso and head. It should be about proportional to the torso and head. And since you're drawing from the front, you have to remember the legs on a human point inward. Point inward. So when you're drawing, so even if you draw it like this, the feet are gonna be pointed a little bit like this. And something like this. Alternatively, the feet could also be pointed outward like this, and it would still look correct. But you have to note, because you have to note the hips over here point inward before the knees go backward. The bottom half of Vin's legs are not shown. It's just his thighs. If it's just his thighs, honestly, just draw it like this. Just draw it like that. It's not that big of a deal. If it's just his thighs that are visible. Now where was I? Unless you have a crappy stance like me. I mean, even crappy stances. Even when you have a crappy stance, the legs have to be properly spaced together in a way to properly support the body. Otherwise, you just fall over. My femurs are parallel. Yikes. Is that because you're fat and you're forced to keep your legs spread apart? Or is it because of something else? Like, I know my mother struggles to well, not really struggles. It's more that my mother's stance has to be different because of the way her weight is distributed. I just pose my legs. I find it easier to stand that way. I'm not fat. Fair enough. Wide stances are better for balance, so I don't fault you for that. Like a wide you specifically pick a wide stance so that both your center of gravity is both lower and you have a larger base to keep your balance with. Is Reisen coming next after Tei? Indeed. If you I already have some of Reisen drawn because I already have some of Reisen drawn because of the thumbnail of the stream that I had to draw last night. Had to draw it at last minute actually because I was working on a different project. Like, your feet are shoulder width. Yeah, that's honestly considered okay, that's not that wide a stance actually. That's about standard. Sweet. Are you doing the entirety of the Imperishable Night cast? Yes, this is in fact the 7th stream. I have drawn here is Marisa. Come on. Here is Reimu. Here is Ken. Here is Mystia. Here is Wriggle. Here is Youmu. Yuyuko. Yuyuko is the frilliest character in Touhou, I swear to God. Here is Remilia. Sakuya. Alice. And Yukari. Oh yeah, I also drew Ron. Excuse me. Spin! Indeed. All of those can be found on my social media, which should be in my in the description of this stream. Should be. I sure hope it's in the description of this stream. Ron is gaming. I can stand with my legs together, but my legs and thighs end up contacting during strides, so I don't like it. Bro, I was going to say Discord. Yeah, I don't have a Discord. Well, I do have a Discord, but I don't have like a Discord server. I don't plan on making one. I don't want to deal. I don't want to be a community manager. I already deal with I'm already moderating someone else's community. I don't need to do it for my own. Probably for the better. Now, do I... Yeah, I will. I forgot to add... There are some things that I forgot to add to this one, so I should add them right now. So there is... Let's name this pattern. Mainline series, what about fan games? I have no plans of doing these for fan games. What color is this? It's pink. Let's make it a red. If you're going to make a Discord, make me one of the admins. I'm not making you an admin. I don't want to say this, but as a bad thing or disrespectful, but do you want me to teach you some feed advice? Are you deliberately feed advice? Are you talking about the fact that the fact that I did not put any effort in drawing the feet at all? Or what? Let's see, what else? Top of the... Would that even be visible? No, it would not. Would this be visible? No, it would not. Okay, that's about it. That's good enough. Rabbit's foot does give luck. Yeah, I did not put any effort in this. I do know how to draw feet. I just don't really want to bother. Tay is like a side character and not even a side character I like very much. Either way, she looks cute enough. That is true. She looks very cute. Okay, do I do secondary lighting? Do I want to? Not really. Okay, so Tay's done. She's also a little git. Why don't you trust me on being in the admin of a Discord server? If I remember correctly, at some point, what was it? At some point you said you challenged either your brother or one of your friends to a drinking contest on a day that you had work. On a night you had work the next day. Yeah, too much. Nah, blue? Crap, I forgot about that. Very clean. Okay. Do I actually just want to draw her in an actual background? Yeah, sure. Sure, I'll draw her in a background. Not that one. Okay, first off, brown. It's a bit too dark. What color? Backgrounds, loading screens, other screens, result screens, end screens. Okay, it's about this color then. Yeah, this is about right. Maybe a little bit more saturated. Or darker? Less saturated? Less saturated seems correct. Okay, this is the bright parts, so the dark parts will look like this. And flat brush, make that smaller. And that should be good enough. Okay. Let's hide the character for now. I just need these parts. These parts are getting a little bit of soft lighting. Dark airbrush big. Instead of Eientei, it's either that or bamboo. A spot like... And a little bit brighter. And that should be good enough. And I believe it's for... wrong side. This will be super smooth. Gonna end up looking like extremely polished wood. Okay. Okay, there's the bright parts. Yeah, dark parts again. A little bit less saturated. But enough. Let's see here. Literally her when you fight. The worst part is her pattern is stupid easy. Reminds me, I got a gift for my brother. A drug filled with alcohol and chocolate mixed together. Ooh, that is a dangerous combination. Okay, move this in your folder. And let's copy this lighting folder. I lost my there it is. And I believe, do I still use the airbrush or do I use the flat brush? Try flat brush. Yeah, sure. It's not gonna be completely accurate, but and flat brush again. But I feel like I'm missing something. Right, the highlights. There needs to be highlights. I'll add that later. I feel like the shadows for the boards are too big. Let's make those smaller, actually. San Miguel giving out a limited edition chocolate lager. Oh, you're also Pinoy. Sweet. Master Phone needs to teach me how to wax on, wax off. Okay. It's also like airbrush. Just add very slight shadows to the sides. Okay. I forgot the highlights, so I should add those. Highlights. Looking at the thumbnail, I'm mildly happy you went with her wrinkly form of ears. I mean, her ears are wrinkly in this one as well. So, like, I would make her ears not wrinkly if that's what the sprite looks like, but her sprite is wrinkly, so I'm drawing her wrinkly. $20 is too big. I really should increase the increase my pen smoothing. I'm getting a little bit shaky. Didn't even drink that much caffeine today. Literally just 1 cup of tea. I mostly just see her with regular bunny ears online. I prefer the wrinkly ones. Yeah, that's fair. Like even Touhou artists who should know better draw her with regular bunny ears because regular bunny ears just more common. That's how you draw most characters with bunny ears. Drink a Cobra or Sting. Yeah, no, I'm not drinking Cobra or Sting. That will genuinely just... That might give me a... that might give me a heart attack. I've seen a lot giving like 1 folded ear. Yeah, giving like a... token acknowledgement to the fact that her ears are like scrunkly. You said you needed caffeine. No, I did not say I did not say I needed caffeine. I said my hands were shaking and I did not drink that much caffeine. It is an acknowledgement that... Yeah, it is an acknowledgement that I am jittery even without the caffeine. Now imagine me being this jittery and giving myself even more caffeine. Yeah, nah. I need me some of that caffeine myself. Yeah. Okay, so Tei's done. I'm gonna start work on Reisen now. But before I do, I'm gonna go take a quick break. Be right back. That was much longer than my usual break. I had to do the dishes. I had to refill my water bottle of water. Water bottle. And I also took a. Well, I'm currently sucking on a candy. It's a type of herbal candy that relieves sore throat. Welcome to the stream. Do fingers thing. Very clean. Let's see here. What happened on stream? A gallon. Just because I like the taste of the sweets and the bitterness. Oh, it's a break, not the end of the stream. The end of the stream would be 4 or 5 in the morning for Fenrir. I'm a different time zone. Started 4:30 p.m. in my time. It's been going for 87 minutes on YouTube. Sunrise for you. Another 20 to 30 minutes for you. Trading strepsils as a candy. Grand idea. No, this isn't strepsils. It's pepakwa. It's one of those Chinese herbal candies. Basically, same ingredients as strepsils, but cheaper. Okay, drinking while I still have the candy in my mouth is a bad idea. Goodness. Works like a cough drop. Basically works like a cough drop. It's not literally a cough drop, but it works that. I drank water with the candy still in my mouth and I accidentally swallowed a bit of air with it. And it did not go down well. But other than that, I'm doing pretty well. I should start recording now. Okay. Reisen. Udongein. Inaba. So, time to draw. Is your throat hurting? Are you okay? Do you need to worry? Nah. I accidentally drank water and some of it went down the wrong hole. That's about it. It's not quite as big of a deal as some of you might be hoping for. I think I realized part of the reason why Eientei was so easy to draw. Like, I finished her in like in just about an hour. Compared to... And part of the reason for that is because of how simple she is. Pause, but okay. Can't blame me. I'm worried, but you can't blame me. Fair enough. Someone tagged me on Discord. Oh, never mind. It was just someone commenting on my art. I can take a look at that later. Should her neck be bigger? Should her head be bigger? I'll start drawing. Bro didn't say the last second ago that he didn't have Discord. I didn't have a Discord. I have Discord. I don't have a Discord. I'm not creating a Discord server. I distinctly remember saying server. I don't have a Discord server. I specifically clarified that. Goji, my friend who I met on Discord, being surprised that I don't have a Discord. Very clean. Yeah, I think she needs a longer neck. Excuse me. Such scrunkly ears. Well, I'm going to drink a gallon of caffeine. I'll be back in like an hour, so maybe I'm or so when I'm finished. A gallon of a drink that has caffeine. I very much doubt that he'll be able to drink a little gallon of caffeine. That is quite literally will kill you territory. Brain implosion energy, indeed. $10,000 grams of pure caffeine. Something death wish. A little overdose never hurt nobody. Says the man about to see God. Well, I'll try. If I can't, I can't. Oh. Oh no, that's... Oh no, that kind of makes it worse. Oh no. Okay then. He doesn't actually know if it's going to kill him or not, and he wants to try. Oh no. It wasn't a joke. Oh dear. Okay then. Pretty sure by the time you notice something's wrong, it's too late. Yeah. You always think I was joking when I always tell you I drink a lot. Never underestimate me. It's not so much that I always think you're joking. It's so much as it always surprises me how much you drink and how unhealthy it is. Like, you'll probably survive it if you've survived the previous things you've drank, but it's still concerning. Interesting thing about Reisen. Her jacket is left over right, which should be normal, but I'm used to. It should be normal, but I'm pretty sure right over left is the standard for jackets like this. At least I was lucky for surviving rat poison. It was a mistake, by the way. Did it mean to actually eat rat poison? I would hope so. Yeah, Fenrir has the life of like Fenrir has the life of like the side character of a sitcom. Random bullshit keeps happening to him. And he keeps surviving it. And he turns it into a story for the stream viewers. I'm deeply concerned you mistook rat poison as food. The button on the left is kind of just standard in women's clothes. That's true, but I'm also talking Touhou here. Like, it's not necessarily always left over right. For Touhou characters' clothing. Actually, I'm pretty sure more often than not, it's right over left for most characters. For most characters that have button-ups. Though for Youmu, I suspect the reason for that is because they were probably Yoki's clothes before she started wearing them. Did I tell you when I was 13-year-old I killed a crocodile thanks to my mother's genes because of her strength? Buttons on the left would be right over left though, wouldn't it? No, this is left over right. But buttons on the left. Wait, no. Yeah, I don't know what Fenrir was talking about if it's not if he's not talking about left over right. Okay, buttons visible, only 2. Yeah, that's not 2 buttons. That's gonna be at least 4. The buttons are in the back and the holes go over them, except in the weird long code I have. Yeah, the longer neck definitely looks better on her. I mean, he's following the official in-game art anyways, so I don't overthink it too much. Although, the thing with the in-game art is that I don't know if this is the correct direction for it. Because you have to remember, Zun will flip the sprite depending on where the character is facing. This looks like the correct one because the pocket is on the left, which I did not draw. Which I did not draw for a reason, but... in-game, the sprites will flip back and forth. I probably should have flipped my canvas. Because something about her face feels kind of wrong in this in this view. Don't tell me I have to move it again. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Here we go. No frills, right? Nope, no frills. Wait, is Reisan the first Touhou character with no frills whatsoever? Like Youmu's only frills is in her hair ribbon, but Reisan doesn't even have that. Things to think about. Are we including PC98? We're not including PC98. So if you have an answer for PC98, feel free to give it. Though it is still surprising that it seems like Reisan is the first character in Windows Touhou to have absolutely no frills whatsoever. Like, I swear she's the only one. If Cherno didn't have sleeves, she'd be frillless. That is correct. But she does have sleeves. In both times we see her. I'm pretty sure. I don't think she stops having sleeves until DDC, I'm pretty sure. I don't think she stops having frilly sleeves until DDC. Reisan's jacket isn't consistently buttoned. Oh, that is infuriating. I'm very glad that I'm only basing this off of the official in-game art. In 9, her sleeves lack frills. Okay, so it's 9, not 14, like I was originally thinking. It feels weird to draw a character this skinny. I don't normally draw characters this skinny. It feels like Reisan doesn't eat enough, which honestly feels like something she'd do, now that I think about it. In 14, she has frills again. Huh. Actually, it seems like the jacket is less common for Reisan than just the blouse. That is correct. I'm pretty sure this and Touhou 9 are the only games where she actually wears the jacket. pity, the jacket is powerful. Imagine she wore the jacket, but like not actually wearing it, like maybe tied around her waist or draped over her shoulders. That would be cool. Not a very Reisen thing to do, but that would be cool. Wait, in 9 she has no blazer? Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of her battle sprite, I'm thinking of her boss sprite, which is literally just this boss sprite, but they recolored the jacket to white. You're happy now? That's good, my friend. I'm glad for you. Reisen with a duster and a revolver. That would be cool. Reisen is so much easier to draw than a lot of the other characters in this game. Oh my goodness. I like Reisen with or without the jacket. The blazer is nice. She's someone with regular attire. Yeah, exactly. The fact that she's just wearing a dress and it's not like some sort of fancy special dress or some sort of gothic Lolita outfit. It makes it so much easier to draw her. Like, I quite literally draw this sort of outfit when I'm drawing the K-On! Fan art for anime like K-On! And stuff. Oh, speaking of which, I suddenly remembered something. Okay, that's magenta. Where is that art? I believe it's 2023 or earlier. I had a brief period where I drew the characters based on which drew the K-On! And Touhou characters, swapping outfits based on which character most fits their personality. This is Azusa from K-On! And Youmu. There's Mio and Reisen. And Lamisar is correct. Reisen is basically just wearing the K-On! Uniform, except with a tie instead of a ribbon. There's Yuin Koishi. Oh my goodness, I forgot how big the face was when I originally back in how big I drew the faces back in 2023. Not swapping Azusa and Shen, shaking my head. They don't have the same personality though. These two have similar personalities. Azusa and Shen do not. And I ran out of ideas. I didn't know a specific character that matches Ritsu. I didn't know a specific character that matches Ritsu. For Yui and Koishi, for Yui, it was a toss-up between Koishi and Suika. It was a toss-up between Koishi and Suika, but ultimately I picked Koishi because Suika has too many moments of wisdom. She, as drunk as Suika is, she always knows what she's doing. Okay, that's the wrong character. Where is Mugi? Where did I draw Mugi? I swear I drew Mugi. Where is it? Ah, there it is. You're correct! Lamisar! You knew! Not gonna lie, drawing Byakuren wearing a school uniform, she kind of looks... she kind of gives me the same vibe of Nozomi from Love Live. Was it Nozomi? Who was it? I'm pretty sure it's Nozomi. Purple hair. That, the one with purple hair. I got to go to bed now. Good night. Good night, Lorenzo. Have a good rest. Anyway, Ray said, purple here. Also purple here. Very pale purple. But yeah, it's not quite the same. The blazer and skirt are not quite the same, but very similar. Jumping from K-On! Best girl to Love Live Best girl. Very clean. I don't know any of the post-Shan Love Lives. I have to admit. Same. I basically stopped watching anime at the point that Love Live Superstar started airing. Like it's unfortunate because I hear Superstar is like really good, and Niji Kasaki is also really good. So many things to watch, not enough time. Not sure how much they could top Nozomi and Mari. For me, it was Yo and Yoshika. I'm pretty sure it's Yoshika? Yoshiko. Yohane. The Chuni. For me, it was the Chuni. There are... Yo is great too, and Yohane. Exactly. Now, I gave Tei red eyes, but it's like a pale red. This one is going to be bright red and glowing. This is such a pale skirt. Wait, just make it white? It just looks like it's part of their... We just make it white. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make it white. But it's not the same color as her ears, which are white. Fine. It will be this color, but she's gonna have darker skin. Just to make it... Just... excuse me. Excuse me. But she's gonna have darker skin, just so it contrasts. This should be enough, I'm pretty sure. Especially with shadows. Yeah, it's cream fabric. Why do people wear cream-colored clothing? If it's the same color as their skin. Like if you're paler, or darker skinned than the cream color, I would understand. But when it's literally just the same color as your skin, why? Why do that? Why would you make it so that you look like you're not wearing anything? You know what? I think I answered my own question. Never mind. Zin's color choice there is yeah, I getcha. Okay, flats are done. Stops. I low-key like Zun's early art style. There is a certain sense of amateur's charm to her to Zun's older art that the newer art does not have. Though, well, a specific sense of amateur's charm. Like Zun's current art still has that amateur's charm, but it's a different type. The undershirt and stuff, yeah. Especially when you have like linen or light summer stuff you don't want to bra to show, for example. It's nice for undershirts and stuff. Oh, for cream colored stuff. Okay, that makes sense. For underwear. What about for overwear? This is not underwear. This is overwear. Why do his 19 portraits suffer from same face syndrome? Every single character in this game suffers from same face syndrome. He's always had it. It's possible that the only reason you're noticing now is because he draws in a higher resolution. Yeah, but their wonkiness sets them apart. Does it though? Does it? Are you sure it's not just nostalgia speaking? Yeah, I don't think I'd ever wear a cream pleated skirt. Maybe a blouse or a cardigan if I'm layering. Surprisingly, there's an image for it. For Zun's same face syndrome. Like a ton of his faces in 19 even have the same mild smile for the neutral expression. It might just be me looking at the wiki for too long. Yeah, a lot of someone cropped out a lot of faces, and even then most of it is distinguishable. Is it because of the stuff around the face? Because usually Zun's pretty good about that one. EOSD being the obvious given the art style. Yeah, EOSD's faces are the most obviously different from his other faces. I don't know what it is about that one specifically. I think same face is a lot more forgivable when it's one guy doing all the work as opposed to, say, A1 Pictures. Even then. Even then, I think it's understandable. Yeah. I remember his Toad 10 faces are different too. It's like because he has their natural expressions are distinct. Let's see, blue. Toad 6 has a weird transitional period in a lot of ways. I think the art reflects that. Reminds me more of his the stuff on his website from that era than anything else. Oh, words. So, the drinking didn't go so well? Like we expected? Did it go like we expected? Where... actually, it's unlikely to have gone the way we expected. Because we didn't actually make any predictions about how it would go. Just that it would probably be bad. I still don't think I'm crazy for thinking 19 has samer faces. I don't think you're crazy either. I just don't agree with you that it's more same face than before. I drank half a gallon and now I'm so hyper. Yikes. You have to remember, a gallon of water is a gallon of any liquid is a lot of liquid. It's just not 19 for me. No other game. That's 3.5 kilograms of liquid. If it's assuming that it's just water. I'll probably finish it later when I off of your sugar rush. What, so you get another sugar rush and crash even harder? Up. Probably go to the hospital for a checkup just in case. Are you sure you're gonna be able to afford that? I am assuming you're American, so it's like, will you be able to afford that? I didn't. I already told you I was Jamaican. Shit. I need to write this down. Where is it? I believe she is Netherlands? Either Netherlands or Finland. I'll work on it later. eBay prices are either bargains or the biggest ripoff I've ever seen. What brought this on? Only people who could wrestle a crocodile at the age are either Jamaican or a Florida man. Or a Florida child. To be fair, I was going to say, when I said to be fair, I was going to say something and my mind buffered for a bit and now I no longer remember what I was going to say. Whoops. It's embarrassing, I know. Oh, goodness. Bro, I got that same memory. Give me a minute and I'm gonna run around the place for a couple of minutes just thinking about what I wanted to do. You say give me a minute. Oh, goodness. Well, anyways, I'd stick around some more, but I got errands to do. Have fun, though. Have a good day, my friend. And a little bit of brightness. Have a good day. Okay, I'm definitely gonna give her eyes a glow. Do I give her a blush? Nah, I don't need to. Where's my water? Take a drink. Watership Down. Is that the one about the rabbits? Rabbits that are trying to survive in a very dangerous world? Colors. Bit. Omit. Folder. The Happy Easter movie? Happy. Yeah, sure, buddy. Yeah, super wholesome and totally suitable for children. Definitely a classic to show kids. That is true. That is indeed a classic to show kids. It is quite infamous for show. It is quite famous for how much people show it to kids. You mean the Easter movie about the rabbit thing? Sure, but sure. Let's go with that. Apparently the author wrote the story for his daughters. Did he hate them? To be fair, what was that? What was that one quote? If they catch you. All the world will be your enemy, prince with 1,000 enemies, and whenever they catch you, they will kill you. But first, they must catch you. Digger, listener, runner, prince with the swift warning. Be cunning and full of tricks, and your people shall never be destroyed. Honestly, that makes, if the author is trying to teach their kids something like that, if the author is trying to teach their kids something like that, it makes sense. It makes sense to try to teach their kids something like that. Especially when was Watership? Also, when was Watership Down written? Watership Down, date of publication. The 70s. Not long after the suffrage movement. Yeah, that makes sense. Not long after the women's suffrage movement. That makes perfect sense. Like, I don't want to give... I don't want to make assumptions, but... if that's the type of story, like rabbits against the world that wants to kill them. I don't know. It seems kind of seems kind of poignant for that point in history, I think. Not very 50 push-ups, 100 push-ups. Okay, how far forward is this? Far enough forward that everything here should be in shadow. Fill that with shadow. Excuse me. Oh, that cough. On the plus side, coughing does not hurt. Because normally it does. At least a little bit. I feel no discomfort. Small mercies. Okay, I'm back. I did 61 push-ups. Not bad. I could have done more. I'm too hyper. Maybe it was an actual bad idea to drink that much caffeine. You think? Fun fact, Fenrir. Caffeine takes like 6 hours for your body to process. You're gonna be hyper. You're either going to be hyper for the next 6 hours, or you're going to crash. God, what have I done to myself? Yeah, this is the reason why we said you probably shouldn't do that. I should have stuck with alcohol. At least with alcohol, if you drink too yeah, at least with alcohol, after a certain point, after you've drunk too much of it, you will literally just pass out. With caffeine, it's very difficult to get to a point where you've drunk too much of it and just pass out. By the time you feel that you've drank too much, it's already too late. Although it also depends on how your body processes caffeine. I know we've had this conversation before on stream. You might not have been part of it, but like there are people whose body, when they process caffeine, it makes them more tired instead of more energized. So drinking tea for them, drinking stuff like tea and coffee for them makes them less jittery, makes them more relaxed. Then for me, it's basically more hyper because I'm used to doing a lot of track and field and my body loves the feeling of the rush. Yeah. An active body on caffeine and their caffeine processes it as it removes the feeling of tiredness. That means you're gonna feel like you'd be able to run a marathon right now. I'm never not lethargic, even with caffeine, I assume. Or are you one of those people who, if they drink caffeine, I'm pretty sure you were the one who said it, that when you drink caffeine, it just makes you feel more tired. I'm pretty sure that was you, Tin Sheet. Back when you were still called Fumo Gaming. It makes me feel nothing. No difference. Ah. Okay then. I don't know then. I am literally making my house shake with this much moving. And the thing is, while you're hopped up on stimulants right now, if you try to like take a sleeping pill or something, or like drink a bunch of alcohol, your body is gonna react really badly. Taking stimulants and depressants at the same time will wreck your body. It's like really, really bad. It's why mixed drinks, why mixing mixed drinks that happen to have coffee are like really uncommon. Don't give them ideas. Oh no, I really shouldn't have said that then. Whoops. Okay, anything else I'm missing? Does she need secondary lighting? Maybe? The arm kind of disappears. It's the arm kind of disappears in her hair. Let's add some secondary lights. My friend said this to me: if I ever ran into a problem that I cannot stop moving, run around and around until your feet cannot move no more, and it'll be able to stop this kind of urge. It's my friend's idea. I don't think it's going to work on me though. Yeah, here's the thing. Like, you can physically exhaust yourself, but your mind will still... The thing about caffeine is that it removes the receptors in your head. In your brain, it takes up all of the receptors in your brain that tells you you're tired. So you can make yourself physically tired, but in your head, you're going to think that you're not tired at all. Someone just tagged me. Oh my goodness. So Lamasar just messaged me on Discord. Okay, let's see this. Sitting down with the kids through the 4th to watch this nice Easter film. I've not seen it before. And then hours later they were like, well, that's gone poorly. Oh my god. Let's quickly replace your blood. Okay. While I'm doing this secondary lighting, I'm also wondering, do I also wanna blur some of the shadows on the curved parts instead of making it all completely cell shaded? Instead of making it full cell shaded, I make it more realistic, where it's partial cell shading only for the parts that are supposed to have sharp shadows. Do I want to do that? Kind of. I think it would be worth it for Reisen. I think it would look good on Reisen. At the same time though, it's like she's literally just wearing a school uniform. So it's not like I can make it that different. It's not like I can... it will make that much of a difference. Decisions. Now I feel hungry. I'll drink more water, make something to eat quickly, probably saltfish. Yeah, one of the things that caffeine also does is that it makes you thirstier. Or rather, it makes you want to... It makes you want to piss a lot, so you have to drink more fluids. Good old diuretics, indeed. Okay, let's blur the parts. Let's blur the parts that are on a curve. This. Yeah, she doesn't... Yeah, now that I'm looking at it, she doesn't really have that many parts of her that are curved. Lots of sharp lines, actually. After this, I definitely need to go to the doctor. There's gonna be a story for the ages. Yeah. Yeah, no, that one's gonna be sharp. Not this one, though. And not this one either. Okay, we're good. Well, maybe not this part. Let's use an airbrush to make it less prominent here. Okay, there we go. Here as well. Thank God I have some salt to keep my urges for eating at bay. Yikes. Okay, how am I gonna do... Wait, no, one more thing. Let's move these into a new folder. I need one more layer. This is gonna be highlights. Okay, 10 pixel pen. And purplish, brighter. Of course. And bright cheeks. Shine on her shoe. Yeah, that's about it. What do I do about the background? Also a hallway that goes on forever? Do I also just make it a hallway? Nah. She'll be standing in the void. But okay, you know what? My legs just gave out on me. As I said, that was loud. As I said, your legs will be completely your legs can be completely physically drained. Like you can be physically tired, but your brain will still still feel like you have tons and tons of energy even when you don't. I don't know how I'm supposed to draw this. Those are like bamboo. Those are like paper doors. Sliding doors made of paper. Okay, how am I gonna do this? Okay. Wait, actually, I'm realizing right now that I don't actually want to draw this background. But I'm gonna. Okay, how tall is Reisen? About this tall. My brain feels like it's going to explode. Yeah, that's the caffeine. This feels like too much work. This feels like too much work for how much it's actually going to be visible. I'm doing it. Does this even look correct? Not really. Okay. Fuck it. She's just gonna be standing in the void. I don't care anymore. Void. She looks like she's 4 meters tall. Oh, I know. Let's make it red, actually. And this, honestly, just make it the same color as the lines. Lighting. 55. Okay. I want to deal with it. Just make it just use an airbrush. Give her the equivalent of a video game drop shadow. Now she always knows where she's going to land. Exactly. Actually, what if I make this lighting harsher? I actually like that. Harsher lighting. Do the harsher lighting and airbrush. Where's the airbrush? Okay, harsher lighting, and that means when I give her the glowy eyes, it's going to look more prominent. Glowy eyes. There we go. Well, Red, my boy, I'm gonna have to... I can't see... I'm gonna have to clock out. I can't see no more, but got to go fast if that makes any sense, because I cannot take this backlash no more. Your screen is making it worse. See you next stream. Good night, my friend. Well, good day, my good time zones. Have a good day, my friend. Good luck dealing with the backlash. But yeah. Okay, so this is Reisen. She should be done now. This is Tei. I drew a higher quality Tei than Reisen. But mostly because of the background. Granted. Okay. Let's move this to a new folder. Just to make sure. Let's add the tone curve. Filter, Gaussian blur. I believe, is it, add, makes it seem like it has bloom. Multiply, darkens the shadows. I kind of like the way that it looks. Makes it dreamier. And it makes it seem like it's actually nighttime. Let's go with that. It's for Reisen and Co. Let's move that to a new folder. Filter, tone curve, Gaussian blur. Okay, add. The add kind of works for Reisen. Let's try multiply. Oh, but multiply gives it better contrast for the glowing eyes. Yeah, let's go with multiply. Make it even darker. That'll work. And the final touches will, of course, what was it? Control V. Final touches. Undo that. That's very weak chromatic, some weak chromatic aberration. And where is my layer mask? Foreground transparent, circular, and only this. Only the sides have the chromatic aberration. Do the same for Tei. You can just barely see the chromatic aberration, and it's more prominent to the sides. Okay, that's good. Reisen and Tei are done. How long have I been streaming? It is currently 4:44. That makes it 3 hours of streaming? 2.5, nearly 3 hours of streaming. I am quite happy with this day. Okay, save this. Save this. Do I start working on Eirin? 3 hours. Do I want this to be a 4-hour stream? Because let me take a look at Eirin. Okay, let's see. Character I've never drawn before. Clothes with patterns, frills, props. Yeah, this artwork is gonna take at least 3 hours. How tired am I right now? How tired am I right now? Oh, right, I should just stop my recording. How tired am I right now? Do I want the next stream to be the last stream, or do I want 2 more streams of this? Let's see. The next stream will be Wednesday, and then after that, it's gonna be another Saturday. I could go for another. I could go for another week of this. Yeah, sure. Let's consider this done. It's a much shorter stream than normal though. Like, this is only like 3 hours long. And most of my streams are like 4 hours for this project. Although I suppose part of the reason for that is because Tei was really easy and Reisen was already partially done. Okay, if I do Eirin and Kaguya next stream, that means I'm doing Mokou alone in the stream in 7 days. But I've already drawn Mokou before. They aren't complex clothing wise. Mokou and Kaguya? No, they are. That's a lot of folds. That's a lot of folds. That is a pattern. That is a kimono. I'm not drawing. Oh, you're talking about the bunnies. Yeah. Yeah, both of these characters are characters I've drawn before. Well, not literally before, but like the things they're wearing make it so that I've basically drawn them before. I also realized that I drew Reisen with shorter hair. The hair should be down to her feet. Like Konata. Oops. I'm not redoing that. But yeah. Eirin's gonna be tough. Kaguya's gonna be tough. And then Mokou. Mokou has a lot of folds. Will you be doing the new designs in 9 for these characters? Yes, I will be. How does she keep it clean? Yeah, that is a question. Okay, so here's what I drew for Perfect Cherry Blossom. Reimu with the gloves. Wait, no, this is Perfect Cherry Blossom. I should be showing the ones for EOSD first. Where is it? Okay, there it is. Embodiment of Scarlet Devil, plain red ribbon, brown hair. The hair tubes are plain white. she has a white gohei and she's only wearing socks. There's Marisa. She's also only wearing socks. Rumia, of course. This is what I drew. What I drew for Cherno and Dayose. Dayose has feathered wings because her sprite has feathered wings in her version. I forgot to draw Cherno's wings as actual wings instead of floating ice cubes. But when you look at this, this was my original idea for them. They would be doing henshin poses, but then I took a look at them. It looks like they were holding hands, so I drew them holding hands. The tallish USD Reimu is kinda cursed for me. Yeah, tall USD Reimu. Yeah, fair. And here is Hong Mei-ling. Patchouli and Koakuma. Note that I gave Patchouli very deep eye bags. And here's Sakuya doing a JoJo pose. And of course, the Scarlet Sisters. This is probably my favorite drawing from this series. They look so happy. And I drew it in a way that suggests that Remy is the shorter sister despite Flandre being younger. It's not actually clear whether one is taller than the other. Okay, that's a different thing. Where is... There's PCB Reimu. That's why you eat your veggies, kids. Here's PCB Reimu with the gloves. With the gloves and also wearing socks. She finally has the patterns on her... everything she's wearing. But instead of a yellow ribbon on her chest, instead of a yellow tie on her chest, it's a red tie with the same pattern. Very interesting, very strange. Ascot. Yeah, sure. Here is Marisa. She has red trim in this game for some reason. I don't get it. But it makes her kind of seem like Lily White because of the red and white. And she also has the scarf, which is a nice detail. But socks. Only socks. Okay, that's me. I don't know why that was there. Here is Sakuya. Her wife is very red. Fair enough. Here is Sakuya. In her character select screen, she has a mop, so I drew her with a mop. And of course, there's the scarf. There is the two colored knives. And here is Cherno. Cursed tall Cherno. Look at her. She looks like she's really tall. Is very cursed. And short, stout Letty. Because I gave her a slightly thicker body type because the hitbox memes. And of course there's Shen. Look at her. She's great. This is probably... Okay, this is not my favorite artwork from this project. But it is great. Next on the list is Alice. This is based on the artwork. This is based on her battle sprite. Because, the dialogue sprite, I based the details on the dialogue sprite, but the pose is based on the way her sprite curls her legs whenever she moves to the left or right. I thought it was really cute. And where's the other art that I drew? Okay. Here's Letty. And once again, she has feathered wings because for whatever reason, all of the major fairies in the early games had feathered wings. It's very interesting to me. And she's doing the praise the sun gesture from Dark Souls. And here is the Prism River Sisters. Prism River Sisters. This is Youmu without any effects, and this is Youmu with effects. Yeah, this is probably the best artwork that I drew for this project for PCB. Okay, that's a comic. Where did I put? Okay, here is PCB Yuyuko. I love the dynamic and pose. Yeah. Here's PCB Yuyuko. And very ethereal. It's based on her final spell card, the survival spell card that you technically cannot lose. And here is Ran. PCB really likes the steps leading up to Hakugyokuro. This is my first time drawing Ran, by the way. Very shiny fur. And here's Yukari. Sitting on a gap. And a rare instance where I draw a character with lipstick. Okay, nah. And the next thing that I drew after that, I believe, was Immaterial and Missing Power. There's Reimu. This is yeah, glamour shot of Yukari. This is based on one of the artworks for Reimu in Immaterial and Missing Power. Reimu, it was the happiest Reimu I have ever seen. She was like so happy. She had such a dainty smile. It was the first time in the games I've seen her smile like that. Going with Alpha style more than just for these early ones because I was drawing. This is like the third time I've drawn Reimu for this project, and I was getting tired of it. Oh, this was the thumbnail for the first stream. And here's Marisa. She has a bamboo, what is it called? Bamboo broom in this version. I actually like the harsh lighting. I like the harsh lighting too. But using it too much diminishes how much I like it. What's the next artwork? Yeah. And the very next artwork, this was the thumbnail of the very next stream after that. And okay, that's not the one that I'm thinking of. That was a different one. And here's the actual artwork. I love Sakuya. I loved Sakuya's sprite in this game. She was literally pointing her knife at the viewer. And Why is this the next one? Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, here's Patchouli. All of Patchouli's sprites have her back towards the viewer, like she doesn't want to be doing this right now. It's great. Does she have glasses there? No, she does not. I don't think she's wearing glasses in the Immaterial and Missing Power sprites. I'm pretty sure she isn't. And here is Alice with Shanghai. Shanghai looking very imposing there. Okay, what is the next one? I believe it's... Here is Mei Ling. Dollbuster. Here's Mei Ling. And here's Remilia. And I do this two-player ship matrix for Valentine's Day. You can take a look at it. You can take a look at it later. That's like a bunch of pictures, so I'm gonna skip those. Where's Youmu? There is Youmu. Youmu is one of the only characters in this set that has a landscape picture, because the portrait in Immaterial and Missing Power cut off the ends of Rokanken, and that upset me, so I drew the full version of Rokanken. Where is the next one? There's Yuyuko. This pose was surprisingly difficult to draw. I didn't know how to pose the fingers at all while still holding the fan. Close to the end. Here is Yukari. I'm fond of saying every magical girl team, idol unit, and girls band club is a polycure, sure. Yeah, you can look at that later. Yeah, you can look at that ship meme later. More Yukari glamour shots, indeed. And I believe the very next one is Suika. Look at her, she's so happy. This is in fact a pose that she does in her portrait. I also made a meme of it. She does look drunk. Speaking of drunk, this is a girl. This is Kikuri Hiroi from Bocchi the Rock. Yeah. Okay. And let's see. What was the artwork? You've seen Alice. You've seen Yukari. But yeah. That has been how many minutes? How many minutes? That's been like 10. That's been like 10 minutes of like showing my previous artwork of that. When you asked, am I going to be drawing the previous the repeated versions of these characters in Touhou 9? Yes, I am. That's a long way of me saying that. Anyway, artwork. I should add my signature, actually. Okay. Okay. Save. And save. Okay. That's going to be the end of the stream. The next stream will be on Wednesday, April 2nd, where I will be drawing Eirin and Kaguya. Oh boy. Same time as this time, so 2 p.m. Philippine Standard Time, which would be 1 a.m. US, which would be 2 a.m. US East, 11 p.m. US West. And what time would it be? I believe it would be daylight savings time in the UK, so it would be what time would that be? I believe that would be 7 a.m. UK time. Yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Laters. Where's the end stream button? There it is.